Hello everyone, my name is Cami and welcome to my channel, Cami's Corner. If you're new to my channel, welcome, and if you're returning, thank you so much for coming back. On my channel, we do mainly Bath and Body Works and fragrance content with a sprinkle of lifestyle content. But in today's video, I am finally reviewing the Moonlit Goddess fragrance from Bath and Body Works. This is new in the fine fragrance mist, so I'm so excited to share my thoughts with you guys. But this is the packaging, super pretty. This fragrance first came out in like home care and I believe laundry detergent, but I had never tried it until I got my hands on the fine fragrance mist. But if you're new to my review, I do a full day's wear test and I write down detailed notes for you guys on how I felt wearing the fragrance throughout the day. I do spray my fine fragrance mist about 10 to 15 times. I try to spray at least 5 times on my skin and then 10 times on my clothes. And I do like to spray on both my clothes and my skin because I do feel that my skin changes the skin chemistry just a little bit of how the fragrance performs and how it smells. And also for this review, I am only testing out the fine fragrance mist. If you test it with a lotion, you'll probably get more longevity. And again, everyone's noses are very different and the smells we like are different. This is just a review to guide you on whether or not you may or may not like the fragrance, but I still recommend you guys checking this fragrance out for yourself before you buy it. But this is the Moonlit Goddess. This one says, embrace the solstice spirit with a bit of winter magic and ethereal sparkle. This has scent notes of French lavender, pear blossom, and golden vanilla. So let's give this one a smell. I really like this fragrance overall. It is a nice fragrance. It doesn't scream like super winter vibes to me. I feel like I could wear this in the winter and in the springtime, but I first sprayed this one at 10 in the morning and I wrote that it is a very beautiful, fresh lavender with a little bit of a warm, soft vanilla depth to it. And it is really nice. I don't get anything too much of the pear blossom. The floral that I'm getting is just more of a lavender. And I noticed with the vanilla, I'm getting more of like a honey kind of fragrance than like straight up vanilla. The vanilla adds to a little bit of a coziness to it, but I think I'm getting a honey kind of scent, like similar vibes to the honey that's in Honey Wildflower. But on this first spray, this one is very strong, and it definitely has a strong hint of like the alcohol scent. So let this one dry down for about 20 seconds before you smell it, because it does smell very strong of alcohol when you first spray it, but that does go away after about 20 seconds. And for me, on the first spray, it was a strong 8 out of 10, medium plus scent bubble. It was very strong on the first spray, almost a little too strong, but it was strong on the first spray. And I wrote that on my clothes, I found that it was a little more floral, but then on my skin, it was really bringing out like the warmth, vanilla kind of honeyed essence to it. There's no honey in the scent notes, but I don't know, maybe I'm the only crazy one that's getting a little bit of a honey vibe from it. But it is a pretty fragrance, and I could see myself using it in the springtime is what I wrote down. And I also wrote down that I get a bit of a honey note. Unfortunately, an hour and 20 minutes after I put this one on, it was almost gone already. But I'm going to give it a 5 out of 10 for the longevity for an hour and a half after I sprayed it, because I could still smell it, but I kind of had to do a little extra sniffing to smell it, which is such a bummer because this is a very pretty fragrance. This just might have to be one that you're going to have to spray on every couple hours or so if you want like long lasting ability in this one, and if you want to smell like this one for a long time. But if you're just going on a quick little date, it will last like the whole day. And then at 12:42 it was basically gone. So this one lasted about 2 hours and 40 minutes on me, which isn't fantastic, but again, I paid probably $5 for this, so it's not the absolute worst. I don't have any comparisons for this one, but to me, I get like a honey floral out of it, which is really nice. But for me, this gives a little more spring. It does have a cozy kind of vibe to it, so I guess that's where it would come in for like the wintry time. But it like doesn't scream winter to me like a Dream Bright or a Pure Wonder does. And it does have a little bit of a perfumey essence, and I do like it. So overall, let's talk about how I would rate this fragrance. Longevity at about like 2 hours and 40 minutes. I'll say a solid like 5.5 out of 10, maybe 6 out of 10. Because almost 3 hours is decent for something that costs $5. Now, if this was a $300 perfume, of course, 3 hours would be unacceptable. But because it's a body mist, I'll give it a 6 out of 10. For the scent preferences, I like it. I'm gonna give it a 7.5 out of 10 because it's not like super unique by any means. It's just like a warm, slightly sweet floral. Like I feel like Bath and Body Works has come out with a lot of scents that are like that, but I do like the scent of it and I do think it's pretty, but it's not like super duper creative. So that's why I'm gonna rate it overall a 6.5 out of 10. Let's call this one a 6.5 out of 10. Not like the most basic smelling fragrance, but it's not like super duper creative. It gets the job done, but for me, I feel like I wouldn't pick up this one as much in the winter time as I would like a Dream Bright or a Pure Wonder, but it still smells really, really nice. And if you're looking for a warm floral, and I get like a honey vibe out of it too. So if you like a little bit of a honey fragrance with a little lavender in it, I think you would enjoy this one. I know this video is short and sweet, but I like to keep my reviews short and sweet for you guys so you can pop in, get my thoughts, and pop right out and move on with your day. But that is all for today's video. If you guys enjoyed, make sure you give today's video a big thumbs up, comment down below. Let me know how you guys enjoy this one. And if you like seeing my face, Bath & Body Works fragrance, or lifestyle content, make sure you consider hitting that subscribe button because it's free to you. Helps me out so very much. And you guys can always change your mind later. Thanks again, you guys, for watching today's video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!